I had some trouble with double action. But I got better. My Rossi 4-inch revolver in 357 Magnum, this time on gun physics. Push that latch forward on the left-hand side. Check for empty before you play with it. Then spin the cylinder like a modern cowboy. There's the cylinder on the crane, and here's the ejector. Works pretty well to push those spent casings out. Price was good on this one. Bought it as a blem at the Kentucky Gun Company. It's got a nice checkered hammer and the controversial Taurus safety lock. Clockwise to lock, unclockwise to unlock. Unlike some revolvers, the firing pin is on the hammer. Serrated top strap, fully adjustable rear sight for windage and elevation. That rear sight's also serrated with a little white U notch. Front sight works fine, but it's just a painted rectangle and it needs to be a fiber optic or something better. Grips, one screw, and because of that one screw and some misalignment, grips, if you look closely, don't look too great. It's got a pretty wide, smooth, comfortable trigger, which didn't want to focus. And here's the action of the double action. Now you can listen to the single action. Here's 7 yards, single action. So single action works pretty well for me, double action not so much. Guess I just need some practice. First time at the range with this thing, I had some difficulties with single action. It wasn't firing on a pretty regular basis, and later I figured out why. So if you clear the trigger first with your finger and then cock the hammer, everything's fine. But if you leave your finger inside there a little bit, and let that trigger move forward slightly, and then cock the hammer without fully clearing your finger, it doesn't advance the cylinder. I figure there may be a problem internally. There's a missing lever or something, but that's what was happening, causing all the problems. As soon as I pulled my finger out on a regular basis, solved the problem. Here's a Safariland holster I picked up from a bin in the local gun shop. It's in pretty decent condition. Might actually use it someday. Maybe it's just this revolver. Maybe it's just the 2 days I took it to the range, but I really was not successful at hitting much of anything. This is 15 yards, and selective editing makes it look okay. But I'm a lot better with my Taurus PT92 single action. Here's just what it looks like when you're shooting it. I shot all 357 Magnum target loads for this review. I got a few pretty good groups, but I had to try pretty hard for a long time. Single action, 5 shots in a 1.2-inch group, 7 yards, standing unsupported. Same distance, same situation, double action. And here's another single action target that's pretty good. So I like my little Rossi 357 Magnum. I like the 4-inch barrel because it makes it look balanced. I've got a holster for it. It's a blem gun with an X at the end of the serial number, but it was inexpensive. Works well.